What's up, YouTube? Today I got a good one for you guys. Today we're gonna get into when I was at my lowest. Man, if anyone's out there down or just, not up to date with themselves, trust me, man, I've been there. Like the days where it feel like you have no desire to be here or you have no desire to go about the things you need to take care of or just finding your purpose in general. You depressed of what you lack in your life. You overthinking a lot. You're not even in reality. You're more in your head than going about life for real. Man, I've been there. I've been so down to the point where I just had no desire to be here. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to make it a sad thing, but it was times like that. It was times like that. It's almost a problem in the world that not many really talk about, or a lot of people don't have someone to talk to. And I didn't have no one to talk to. I had to put my problems aside and just get to my purpose. But me getting on my purpose, putting more work in, finding a passion in the gym. And these are all things you could be doing. Find out what you want to do in life. Getting in the gym, find the passion of just putting in extra work. This is how I free my mind. These are things of how I free my mind. Because man, I wasn't gonna make it. Being real with you, I wasn't gonna make it. Because it was just tough, man. Like I was going through a heartbreak with, people, relationships. I was going through a heartbreak with myself, most importantly, because I was lacking in sports. You know what I mean? I had to make some big decisions in my life, whether or not I wanted to go to college. But I always knew what I wanted to do. I was just caught in my head. That's why I always preach, man. I always preach. I say all the time, I say, yo, know the game and play your cards. But you can't play your cards right if you stuck in your head. So many times I was just like in my head. I remember I'll be, going about something in the everyday life, but because of my anxiety or me overthinking, I let the situation pass. But through all these experiences, through, the depression, the feeling of not wanting to be here, it put something in me. It put like the fire in me, like, man, I'm meant for something. That was when I found my purpose. When you're going through your darkest stages in your life, it's the easiest access to find your purpose. It's the easiest access to find love for yourself. It's the easiest access to find the secrets in your shadow. So you have to enjoy them times. You have to really sit down and lock in with yourself and figure out a whole bunch of stuff. Because I could just say, yo, this is the key to depression. But we all going through different things. All I could tell you to do is lock into your shadow and find out your deepest secrets. Find out what you've been lacking in your life and what's the medicine for it. But make sure that medicine is something positive. Don't go to substance abuse. Don't hang around people for therapy sessions that, ain't really your people for real. Find it within. I always say, you can't really love nobody until you love yourself. You can't really get to where you're going in the future and feel happy day-to-day life without loving yourself. So what I would say that could cure a lot of people depression out there, pour more love into yourself. Take it easy on yourself. Don't get to a point where you just living through life and you just came accustomed to the point where you just like, I'm just depressed. Because that's a thing. I know about it. Yo, I know about it. I was in them shoes before. Where you depressed and you kind of fall in love with the idea of being depressed. You kind of take on the idea that you depressed for real. So you just rock out with it. No, bro, don't do that. Don't make the same mistake I did. I wasted so much time. I mean, I still got on it, quick. But I wasted time. In general, I did waste time. Because I had the mindset, oh, I'm depressed. Not how can I fix that I'm depressed. Not how can I pour more love into myself that I'm depressed. Also, I can fix my depression instead of feeding my depression with the idea of being stuck in my head and that I'm depressed and I'm gonna sit here. No. We fall, we get back up. We don't fall in the trap of the idea that you're depressed and you're gonna sit there. Because ain't nobody coming to pick you up. Sometimes us as people, we wait for a hero. We wait for somebody out there to be like, man, I got you. Oh yeah, here go all the answers to your problems. And it's like, yeah, sometimes you're gonna come across that. Sometimes you're gonna come across people who really genuine to you, who really want to see you do better in your life. But man, I tell you, boy, them people are hard to find. Them people ain't just sitting around. Them people not just sitting around. So you can't sit around. Because at the end of the day, as you sitting around, your life on pause. Your life on pause. So, do nicer things for yourself. That's one thing I had to do. I had to, do nicer things for myself. Like, if you want to go get something to eat, man, go get something to eat. Eat out by yourself. Catch up with yourself sometimes. Go see a movie by yourself sometimes. Sometimes we wait on people to do things. Or maybe you want to go to a place, travel or something like that, but you waiting on a friend to go. You like, oh, I don't got a friend to travel with. Nah, man, I tell you, man. A lot of times you got to do stuff on your own. Life taught me that. Life taught me that you can't really wait around for people. And the people you think you can wait around for, what you shouldn't do, don't wait for people. They don't never come along. They'll keep you waiting. Or the people you thought gonna come up with you, they don't come up with you. So that's why I say just focus on your grind. You know what I mean? Not everybody know their purpose out there. Not everybody know what they want to do with their life. I understand that. And that could be a hard thought itself. But at the end of the day, you can't sit around. You got to get to thinking. You got to do the initiative of the hard part of doing the thinking. Because ain't nobody going to do that thought process for you. You know what I mean? So you got to figure it out. Or, life is just going to continue to hand you lessons until you figure it out. Life going to make sure you get it. It's going to keep sitting you down. It's going to keep sitting you down. Man, when I was depressed, I was just hitting that weed. I was hitting that weed. You know what I mean? I don't think weed a bad thing or nothing like that. It's got its good times. It's a beautiful thing. I'm not promoting weed or nothing like that. But I relied on it. I kind of thought it would solve my problems, knowing it wouldn't solve my problems though. After a while, I figured out it wasn't going to solve my problems. But if I smoke it, it would be like, man, I just get to change my reality. I like to switch over from sober to high. You know what I mean? But eventually that got boring. But it was just a habit at that point, to the point where I'm just doing it. So you don't want to get to the point where you in a depressed state and you just picking up habits just because you bored and depressed. Stay focused on the habits you doing in your everyday life. Because you can get distracted and start doing things and start picking up habits, and the habits are getting stronger over time to the point where that's really how you live in your life. To the point where it's just like, dang, time on went by. You know what I mean? You don't never want to have time catch you. You want to catch time. You want to actually be ahead of time. Type shit. You want to actually be ahead of time. Because time will catch you. Time will have you being like, wait, 1, 2, 3, wait. 4 months went by. Yeah, 4 months went by. 4 months went by. You know what I mean? So you want to just take it easy on yourself and get started. You want to get in the process of getting yourself up, because you can't sit down to the point where you're not trying, because you get in that state where you just don't want to try no more. You get in that state where you just, man, I'll put it off, man. I'll start it another day. I'll do it. I know some people out there who, y'all want to start something so bad. Man, do it. I'll be the first to say, do it, man. Do it. Because when you start doing stuff, I promise you, dog, I promise you, it'll change your life so quick. You'll be like, wow, all because I did X, Y, and Z, I'm here now in my life. Yeah, dog, you there now in your life. And I'm here to say congratulations before it even happened. Because I know the ones who really listening to this video gonna take this to heart, gonna feel this. Because at the end of the day, I know you want to improve. I know you want to get past the point you at right now. And to the point where even if you doing good, you want to do better for yourself. You the type of person, you want to do better for yourself. I see your potential. You know what I mean? I saw my potential. And that's why it hurts so bad when you going through them times and you got the highest potential. Your potential is here. But you going through tough times and you just like, man, I'm not getting to see my potential. But it's all because you have to take action. You all have to take action. And then you gonna start seeing things that's just like, man, it was all worth it. It was worth thugging out them hard times. It was worth, chiming in on my habits and the things that I had inside that I didn't even know I had inside. I promise you, I know a lot of y'all feel like it's good therapy out there, you know what I mean? But one of the best therapies, I ain't gonna say the best, one of the best therapists is yourself. One of the best therapists is yourself. Because at the end of the day, you are sometimes the only one that understand everything your lens is comprehending. Everything that led up to this point in your life, you understand why your headspace is at where it's at. And if you're one of those that don't understand, you got to do some reflecting. But once you get the reflection down pat, you're able to look at yourself in the mirror and say, man, I love myself. Man, I'm going to go about, today with a positive attitude and take care of what I got to take care of. Man, life going to treat you way better. You treat yourself better, life treats you better. Don't take the mental part for granted. The mental part is the most important thing. The mental part is how you experience this whole life. It enhances it. It enhances it. You know what I mean? So keep your head up, dog. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm going to holler at y'all in a minute.